Okay, so let's get right into it. OpenAI just dropped some major news. They're partnering up with the world's top consulting firms. We're talking McKinsey, BCG, Accenture, the whole lot. Now, on the surface, this looks like a pretty standard sales deal, but trust me, it's a signal of something way, way bigger. Let's break down what's really going on.
So all the headlines are basically saying the same thing. Consultants are going to help sell OpenAI's tech. And sure, that's part of it. But if you've been watching how the AI industry has been evolving, you know that interpretation just scratches the surface. This isn't just another partnership. It's a really clear, deliberate signal about the future of AI and the business world.
So what is that signal? What's the big move that OpenAI is planning here that most people are missing? Well, the answer reveals this fundamental shift that's happening across the entire AI landscape. And it all points to one crucial question. Where is the real money going to be made in AI over the next decade?
All right, so first, let's just cover the basic facts. OpenAI has officially launched what they're calling the Frontier Alliance, and it brings these consulting behemoths right into their corner. The common wisdom, the easy take, is that these firms are just going to be a sales channel, helping big corporations plug into OpenAI's models. But that's really not the whole story.
To really get what OpenAI is aiming for, we have to first understand the real problem holding back AI adoption in the corporate world. And here's a hint. It's probably not what you think it is. For the past few years, every single conversation about AI has been all about the models. Is GPT-5 smart enough? Do we have enough GPUs? But that conversation is changing. The focus is shifting because the biggest barrier, the real roadblock, isn't just about the tech anymore. And you don't have to take my word for it. OpenAI said it themselves, right there in their own announcement. They put their finger on the exact problem. The limiting factor is no longer how smart the AI is. It's about the organization's ability to actually use it, to manage it, and to build processes around it. I mean, think about your own experience. AI tools are everywhere now, right? People use them for writing emails, analyzing spreadsheets, writing code. But ask yourself this, are companies as a whole getting fundamentally stronger? Are we making decisions any faster? If you talk to a lot of managers, they'll tell you it's just added another layer of complexity. And that's the key. AI is still this thing on the outside. It's a tool you use, not a part of the core workflow itself.
So if the challenge isn't the technology, but the organization, well, that leads us to our next clue. To see where this is all going, you just have to follow the money. And to do that, we need to understand how value has been shifting in the AI industry. It's basically happened in three distinct eras. Just look at how fast the money has moved here. From around 2020 to 2023, it was all about who had the best model. That was the model era. Then, pretty quickly, the value shifted to the cloud giants, the Azures and AWSs, the ones providing the raw computing power and the API access. That's the cloud era. But now, we are entering a third and I think far more important era, the AIOS era. This is where the real value is going to be captured by whatever platform can manage a company's entire AI workforce. Okay, so when you put these two pieces together, the real problem being organizational and this historic shift in where value is created, suddenly OpenAI's grand strategy snaps into perfect focus. This is the aha moment. What we're seeing is a massive pivot from OpenAI. They are desperately trying to escape the business of being just a model company. Why? Because selling API calls is quickly becoming a commodity. It's a race to the bottom. Instead, they're transforming into an OS company. Their new product isn't just a smarter model, it's an entire system for deploying and managing AI coworkers. Their ultimate goal is to build the Windows for enterprise AI. So what exactly do I mean by an AI operating system? Well, think about it like Windows on your PC or iOS on your iPhone. It's that foundational software layer that manages all your different apps and makes them work together. An AIOS will do the same thing for a company's digital workers. It'll manage a whole force of AI agents, plug them into the right data, and coordinate what they do. It's basically the central nervous system for an AI-native company. Now, a strategic shift this big doesn't just affect OpenAI. It's going to completely reshape the entire investment landscape. As all that capital starts flowing towards this new AIOS layer, it's going to create a very clear divide between the winners and the losers. So who is set to win? First, obviously, the platform owners themselves, the companies building these new operating systems, like OpenAI and Microsoft. Second, a whole new category of companies building specialized AI agents that run on these operating systems. Think AI agents specifically for sales, or for finance, or for legal. And third, the system integrators.
And that's the new role for the McKinseys and Accentures of the world. They'll be the ones actually implementing these complex systems. And on the flip side, who's going to lose? Well, the pure model companies are going to have a really tough time. Their value is going to get squeezed as their core product becomes a commodity, kind of like cloud storage today. But the group at the highest risk? Traditional SaaS software. We're talking about all those subscription tools for CRM, HR, business intelligence. They are in serious danger of being completely replaced by intelligent agents that just do the job better, all within this new AI OS. And this table really just spells out the financial implications. The system owners, the AIOS platforms, they're positioned to command insane premiums, something like 15 to 30 times their sales. Those vertical agent companies, they have massive unicorn potential. But just look at the bottom two rows, traditional SaaS and pure model providers, their valuations are going to get squeezed hard. So if you only remember one thing from this whole explainer, make it this. The game has completely changed. The biggest opportunities, the biggest profits in this next wave of AI aren't going to come from building a slightly smarter model. They're going to come from fundamentally rebuilding entire companies around a new AI operating system. OpenAI and its new consulting allies have just fired the starting gun. The race to build and to dominate the enterprise AI operating system is officially on. And that leaves every single one of us with a really critical question. It's no longer a matter of if your business is going to be rebuilt by this technology. It's a matter of who is going to do it. Are you going to lead that change, or are you going to be led by it?